Kindy Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindy crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindy Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Hello, everyone. Joining me today is EVT Kids. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi.
All right. So tell everybody a little bit about yourselves, your background, and how you got into making Kindy music.
Well, I actually am a New York City music teacher in the public school system. And so I've been involved with music in the schools for a long time. And then I had my daughters, so we just decided to continue to expand, and I'm always writing songs that I could use in my school, but then also what they're learning in school, we get ideas for themes for different kinds of songs, and we're just turn it into a family project. And my husband actually plays the bass, so he's involved too.
So at what age did you get your daughters involved with the recordings?
Oh, since they were pretty much, I would be sampling them making any kind of sounds from the second that they could make. The first song was a lullaby called "Stars Are Out Tonight," and at night I would sing a little song, or for different things, whatever was happening. Oh, it's time to go to sleep. We sing a song. It's time to wake up. We sing a song. It's time to eat. We sing a song. And I would just make little songs to kind of make it more fun for them. And then Elise was in that one because she's the older one, so that's when it kind of started. And then Elena was like, Elise and I would sing it to Elena because she was a little infant, and then it just went from there. As we moved along, different things that came up, we would make songs for it.
So do you do all your stuff in a home studio, or do you actually go into a recording studio?
We do everything in-house. In our basement. We're here now. So yeah, I've been recording music I started on a 4-track many moons ago, and we record, my husband and I record the adult version of the EVT. It's called the EVT Band, and those are more adult songs. And then when we had the children, then we're like, let's expand EVT Band to EVT Kids, and then we'll make children's songs as well, which worked out well with being that I'm a teacher also. So it just it was meant to go in that direction too.
So you still do both bands though, kind of in parallel?
We do. We take turns, like, oh, let's write an EVT Kids song. Okay, now let's do an EVT Band song. But with the pandemic, we've just been not really playing out, it's mostly been doing podcasts or online virtual things, and recording a lot. But we always record. Even before the pandemic, we're very much into recording, so that's a fun part of it. So we're always just working on a new project at all times.
So question for the daughters, what do you guys think of the music making process?
It's really fun. We get to learn all these new songs, and sometimes there's maybe a note that's tricky or you can't get to it, but that's what kind of makes it fun. And sometimes you're gonna get mad and you're gonna say, oh, I can't do this. But then after you're done, you feel great and you're excited that you're educating other children.
Yeah. Do you have personal favorites that you've done? Like your favorite song?
Hmm.
I like Tsunami, the Tsunami song. Like what is it called?
Tsunami, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I liked this. Okay, so we made one called the Yummy Song, which is kind of a game based on a game that me and my friends play in my school called Concentration. And what you do is you pick a theme, and then you have to keep saying food name of it, animal of it, and you have to keep going. There's like marine life, but we did it with food, so it's called the Yummy Song. And it's really a fun interactive game that you can play anywhere or with anyone. So that's my favorite.
Excellent. So, question I ask a lot of artists about the pandemic. So how did your life change in March 2020? What kind of things did you have to stop doing? And then what kind of things did you like pick up and start doing?
Well, that's actually when we got put into the remote learning. So the whole household was remote learning because I was teaching remotely, Elise was doing remote, and so was Aletta. So we were all, it was like a little school here, every little area that we could set up to have our remote learning. And we came, we also, that kind of gave us more time together at home to write more things. So that's when we actually started to write more songs. So we kind of, in the Hope and Love song, we actually wrote when that pandemic hit. We wrote a song about washing hands, 2 songs about washing hands in Spanish, like everything that kind of was coming at us. We would just respond by writing a song so that we could let out our thoughts and just to also help support others that were going through the same thing. So we use the music as a tool to help us get through that whole time and to try to reach out to other people too who were also going through the same.
Yeah. So you're a bilingual family band. So do you record all your songs, like one version in English, one version in Spanish, or do you do separate recordings?
We do separate recordings. A lot of the songs in Spanish are usually for learning vocabulary that goes with a certain theme. Like the last one we did was about the winter. So it says the name is, it's cold. I'll tell you in English, but it's cold in New York. So then all the words in there are teaching you how to say boots, gloves, snow, snowmen, snow angels, things that will happen in the winter. And then that way it's a song in a song form that children can pick up the language and learn the vocabulary that goes along with that theme. And I also have a Teachers Pay Teachers site where a lot of times I create a lesson that goes with Google Slides that goes together with the song. So teachers who are teaching in the schools, or parents who want their children to practice and learn Spanish, they can use the lessons that go with it to help them to practice, and flashcards and different things that go along with it.
Gotcha. So I've talked to a couple of other family bands. So what's the music making dynamic? Like, is there somebody who does the songwriting and then the music and the vocals? How does that work with you guys?
It comes from different angles. So sometimes, if Elise, let's say that Tsunami song, she was learning about, in school, they were learning about natural disasters, and then her teacher chose tsunami. So then we did the research about tsunamis, and then we decided, let's see if we could write a song, that way it'll help us to remember. So that it depends which angle it comes from. We had it for Elena, she was learning about in math 10 frames. So then we actually made a song about 10 frames. So it comes for math and different subject areas, science, math, whatever kind of comes at us, or thematic. Like if we're in Black History Month, we just recorded the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. So it just, whatever comes at us from what's coming around us in school usually, or just in what we see on the news, or whatever kind of comes at us, then we
literally anything could inspire a song.
Yes. And And then I play the piano and I also play the guitar. So depending if I go to the guitar, or sometimes Elise will come up with a line, she'll sing something. She's taking vocal lessons now, so she's getting really more involved with singing. And so when she's, she comes up with ideas and then we work together. Elena comes up with ideas. Even my husband, he comes up with cool lines. Oh, let's work on this. So it just comes from different, not one set way.
Very cool. All right, let's talk about your featured song. It's called Hope and Love. So tell me the story and the inspiration behind this song.
So Hope and Love is about everybody coming together as a community to show it doesn't matter the color of your skin, your hair, how you look. And it's just a beautiful song, and it shows how people come together as a family, and it's really has a strong message to it that just shows, like I just said, we can all be friends no matter what.
And this actually, we wrote this right when the beginning of the pandemic and the peak of the Black Lives Matter protests. So we were feeling so much was going on around us, and we were feeling, we were internalizing, we were just getting into remote learning, such a big change in so many ways. So this was a way also for us to respond to what was happening around us. And that's what came out. And that, in fact, I made a lesson that goes along with Martin Luther King Jr. And we have that, and the video shows children playing together, different colored children, and just to inspire others to be more accepting and show love for all people. So that's what inspired it. And every year we're always around this time of the year during Black History Month, especially me in my school, I teach a lot of freedom songs. And we talk about the civil rights movement in the 60s and how all these musicians were using songs to protest, but with music, and how powerful music can be. And that's what this sort of, that inspired us to make this song.
Yeah. Now, I've listened to the song a few times. It's a great song with a great message. So let's check it out. Here is Hope and Love by EVT Kids.
Hope and love.
And that was Hope and Love by EVT Kids. All right, let everybody out there know where they can find and stream and download your music and find you guys on social media.
So you can find the EVT Kids on YouTube, all those social media sites.
Spotify,
Yeah, Spotify you can go on, YouTube,
Instagram. We're all on all the
Facebook.
Facebook, all the different social media. If you type EVT Kids, you'll find us.
Awesome. Well, EVT Kids, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a really pleasure having you on.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.